let's move forward with the Phils last night. We were live for that one. Again, shouts to everyone who tuned on in for that. But an 8-6 loss. Extra innings were needed for this one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Decisions were made. There was some bad play. I want to steer this first towards Michael Lorenzen, because that's the first thing, obviously, that I noticed here. First two starts, amazing, spectacular. I thought we had the aces again, right, in Philadelphia. Last two starts, he's looked more mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
For you personally, Phil, what do you think we actually have in Michael Lorenzen?
I mean, we got a really solid pitcher. I got crushed when that trade went down because I put out a tweet. We traded a minor leaguer I'd never heard of till today for a pitcher I've never heard of till today. Because honestly, unless you watch every single baseball game, you don't know who the second or third starter on an AFC Central team is. I mean, really, we didn't know who this guy was. And everyone's like, oh, this guy's great, blah, blah. Then he goes out and throws a no-hitter. Look, we've seen the super highs of Lorenzen, and we've seen the lows like last night. He's somewhere in the middle. He's a guy. Is he any more trustworthy than Aaron Nola in a game 2 of a playoff series? It's debatable. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I still say, this whole Phillies team, it's going to come down to two things, pitching and pitching, once we get to the playoffs, because there's still far too many question marks, whether it's Michael Lorenzen, whether it's Ranger Suarez. I think a lot of people were blaming Lorenzen because he went so deep for his no-hitter and threw so many pitches. Well, Ranger Suarez wasn't supposed to go down, and they were supposed to be running a 6-man rotation. So you stretch them out, you expect to give them the extra day, then Ranger Suarez goes down. Now you don't have the extra day. So there's a lot that went into that. He's going to be what he is. He's going to start game 3 or game 4 of the playoffs, and he's going to be okay.
When I watch Lorenzen, I don't see like a power type of hitter, or I'm sorry, power type of pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't throw with like a ton of velocity. I mean, he's mostly throwing like sliders and four-seam fastballs. But it does seem like, it's starting to catch up a little bit to him. But I'm with you. I'm not really too concerned about it. I mean, even last night, if you think about, if Wilmer Flores doesn't do all that damage in his first 2 at-bats, I mean, he gets like 3 RBIs in his first 2 at-bats. There's most of the score line right there. So it is intriguing. I definitely want to see it. JT Real Muto is another thing I really was concerned about last night. I mean, I don't know what the heck he was swinging at in the 9th inning, man. He's been struggling a little bit as of late. What do you feel about JT, bro?
I mean, can we get him a standing ovation or something like that? I mean, something to spark him. I don't know.
You're going to have to talk to the Philly captain about that one.
Can we get a standing ovation for JT Realme too? Because he's got to do something, man. I don't know. He's definitely struggled this year. He's not very JT-like at the plate. Some of those swings and misses that he has had, it's been brutal, honestly. And honestly, his defense has been a little bit, down.
Yeah.
He's still really solid, but no one's calling him the best catcher in baseball anymore. So, you can survive. I'm not worried about JT as much as I've been worried about some of these pitchers and stuff like that.
And you know what else too? Like even like last night, like there was a moment, I forget what, I think it was Estrada steals for second, right? Or Meckler. And JT doesn't even move. Like and in most instances, like I see JT popping up and at least trying, but JT didn't even move. And I'm like, is he good? Like everything okay over there, JT?
Oh,
but
he's taken a beating behind the plate this year.
For sure.
I mean, between foul balls and hits, he is taking a complete beating. I'm surprised I don't know where it stands now, but I know earlier this season he was the number 1 catcher, innings call it, but by a massive amount. I don't know if they've brought that down any, but he was catching a lot of games earlier this year. He's getting older. He's getting tired. He's getting beat up. You just got to bump him down the lineup. Maybe hit him in the 7-hole or 8-hole or something like that, to kind of give him a chance to breathe a little bit and not be put in those pressure-packed situations.
Yeah, man. Dude, thank God for Bryce Harper. What a freaking home run, man. And the thing is that like they're down like 4-0, right? You get Schwarber, Trey Turner back-to-back homers. Then in the 9th, you get Schwarber and Trey Turner walking. And then, dude, what a freaking home run, dude! Bryce Harper. Where does that rank for you with the home runs?
Let me tell you something, because I get told on my show all the time in the morning that baseball's dead. Nobody wants to talk baseball. We got to a bar last night for dinner, right around like the 8th or 9th inning.
Yeah,
when Bryce Harper hit that home run. We were at Two Stones in Jennersville. Great pub. Anywhere there's a Two Stones, they have great local beers and stuff like that. We're there. There's about 10 or 12 people eating dinner and hanging out at the bar. That bar erupted when Bryce Harper hit that home run. You would have thought there was 300 people sitting at that bar with the cheers, and it wasn't just me. You know what I mean? I'm like, baseball's not dead. Bryce Harper's the man. I put it on my Twitter page today. Is Bryce Harper already on the Mount Rushmore of Phillies? Because it's not just the numbers. He just gets Philadelphia, and he's got that he's got that clutch gene in him. So Bryce Harper, man, I mean, the guy's the man.
And if you guys catch me in the middle of the street or something, just stopping and doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to explain what that is to my wife last night. She didn't understand.
Just don't ask questions. Just let it happen.
Absolutely.
Dude, Craig, what's up with Craig, man? Speaking of, what do we have?
I said I got two concerns. I got pitching and pitching. So one is starting pitching. The other is Craig Kimbrell. I mean, I don't know if you even realize it. I was watching the game 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago, and they put his stats up on the screen when he comes into the game, and he had already appeared in 54 games. The guy's like 65 years old, and he's pitching more than anybody else out of our bullpen right now. I mean, you got to understand that the wheels are going to fall off of him a little bit at some point.
But you know what else too is like he was like the last, I think, year and a half, he was struggling.
He's been bad for a few years, yeah.
And so that's why I'm a little concerned right now because like that first half of the year, that's the best baseball he's played in a long time, and I'm like,
yeah.
Well, was that like a hoax? Like
You really got to watch it. You really got to watch his innings coming down the stretch here. You got Alvarado back. You know, you got to find a different combination. You got to try to find a way to get Sir Anthony Dominguez, back on some kind of a decent level so that because that's the thing. Craig Kimbrell's burning out because Alvarado's been hurt for 2 months and Dominguez has been hurt and just inconsistent most of the year. So that
what do you have Soto too? Like
Soto's not been very good. You know what I mean? So somebody else has got to step up so you can give Craig Kimbrell a little bit of a breather here down the stretch.
That's a good question. Marshall wants to know: would you give Joel Embiid Bryce's clutchness or his health?
Bryce has been hurt a little. Bryce has been hurt a little bit. I would give him the clutch. Man. Yeah, I don't know. What do we talk about injuries? What about Ohtani going down again yesterday? The biggest. He's got to have Tommy John surgery again. He came out of his pit start last night after 4 batters, and they said he's got a UCL tear again. So he had it in 2018. So it was a doubleheader. He pitched in the first game, came out 4 batters in, and then went in and DH'd in the second game. Still went 1 for 5 again. But the guy's gonna miss, and he's not gonna pitch again until 2025.
Damn,
and
man.
It's gonna cost him some money this offseason, isn't it?
Dude, we were talking about what is his price tag. Well, now it's going down for sure, man.
I was ready to give him $750 million, man. And I thought that was a fair deal, not like over the top.
Dude, imagine Ohtani comes here, man. Dude, we would embrace him. This would be little Japan over here in Philly, man. It'd be freaking awesome, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, Bryce, he gets hurt, but that body's built different, man. I don't know how to explain it, but that body is really, really built different, man.
Right. But Joel's already been injured all the time. We need Joel to get a little bit more clutch. We need Game 7 type Bryce Harper from Joel Embiid.